many people talk about meditation. Not only that, many people have the habit of meditation. With many people, meditation is a habit. You believe in God. Is it not a habit? So in family there is habit of believing in a God. So I always asked this question to myself, why I believed horizontal thing from the childhood. We used to put a lot of horizontal lines in the... if you see photographs, you can notice that I was having them till a few years back. Now because of the eyesight problem, I reduced it. But we were doing it with a lot of gusto. You know what is the gusto? So much of enthusiasm. And then add water, Om, Om, Om. It is all God it is. And then made a nice paste with love. Like Amma makes dosha. So like that. And then Om, then there is mantra. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityormukshiyamamrutat yete sahasramayutam. Like that it goes on. It's a habit. So, why this habit in me? Because that is the habit that was there in the family.
Is it habit or indoctrination?
It is habit. Is it not a habit? It has become a habit, right? Indoctrination is a big word, and I am not denying it, but I am using a very simple word. It is like a coffee habit. In coffee also, if you pay attention, you enjoy the first 2-3 sips only. The rest of it you have to drink it, so you finish it. So people sit for 10 minutes in a day in a quiet room and meditate. Mostly concentrate. Meditate means concentrate. Concentrate means fit the mind into an image. That is concentration. Deshabandhaha chittasya dharana. Or ekatanata, next. Dhyanam. Fit the mind into an image. So, now sometimes the image, sometimes a sound. Sound image. Sound is also an image only. It is a form image or a sound image. And now this image is created by themselves. People fit the mind into an image which they themselves created. That is the image. Okay? Or maybe they did not create themselves. It is offered by somebody. Somebody offered that image. Generally, whenever an image is offered, it is offered through propaganda. The Guru comes with a retinue and all some devotees assemble, and they give some special name to the Guru, some special seat, some special reception, this, that, so. And then he offers an image, like Hanuman. He comes with a Hanuman image, and then photos, cameras, this and that. Those image photos are sold in the counter. You can purchase. The images are sold, the Hanuman images are sold also. You can purchase. You can purchase, it depends upon your pocket. It can be silver image or a gold image or a plastic image or whatever. And so through propaganda, the image is offered. It need not be Hanuman, it can be something else. So some people give some very traditional, much publicized, coming through generations of tradition, such images they give like Rama, Krishna, etc. But there is a proverb in Telugu, you are vexed with the old, you have enthusiasm for the new. Kotta vinta pata rota. Therefore, New Year and New Year images. And therefore, Hanuman is somewhat, it is not very old, because in Ramayana you don't find Hanuman as God, only Rama. But then Hanuman is added, and then recent gods are coming, some new set of gods. Like Baba, all Babas are very new. All Babas, very special and very new. And then recent gods, recent additions is Kala Bhairava is a recent addition. Then Dasha Mahavidyas, tenfold goddess, such image, offered through propaganda, and you adapt it and do meditation upon that. Means you try to fit the mind into that image daily 10 minutes. So that during those 10 minutes you try to control the mind. That is what you do, right? The mind wants to go back and forth. It doesn't like to be controlled. Like these dogs, the owner of the dog wants it to control, but it doesn't want to get controlled. It wants to move here and there. Like that. Mind is not very much unlike a dog. Okay? Therefore it wants to go back and forth. And so you have to battle with the mind. And you do it. Daily 10 minutes you do it. And so that becomes a habit. Battling with the mind daily 10 minutes becomes a habit. And you call it meditation. Give a very sacred name to it. And play this game everlastingly by giving it a nice title, meditation. So daily puja, daily meditation, daily washing the teeth. So that is how it happens. That is not the way meditation has to be done. It has already lost its glory. There must be joy and beauty in meditation. Bhavayet. Not routine, control, struggle, conflict. No. None of them. They are all there in the habit meditation. In the habitual meditation, what you have is, that is what you have. You are okay with it? So, that is not the meditation. It should not be like that. Meditation should bring out that inner beauty and love. Bhavayet. And then in meditation there should be no fragmentation. Fragmentation means, you see, some people, they make, this is all propaganda. It is there everywhere. Only nobody articulates. I articulate it. Why should I articulate? To make a point. That is all I articulate, just to make a point. You see, there is ekamatmanam. So, is there fragmentation in your meditation or not? You have to think about it. Suppose there are some people who claim, I am the upasaka. Upasaka means meditation. I am the upasaka of Rama and Hayagriva. So means I do upasana of Rama and also I do upasana of Hayagriva. Two upasanas I do. Is it not fragmentation? Don't you see the fragmentation there? How many gods you worship? How many you? I worship 3 gods. How many gods you worship? So, this is how fragmentation. The gurus of the world are like that. They put all this in propaganda. They should hold on to one, They should hold on to one. You hold on to one God. You choose Rama, Krishna. There are some like that. There are some. You should appreciate them. They don't deviate. They stay with one thing. For good or bad, you started with one and stay with one. But these gurus, they modify. They get habituated with one, and so they want something new. And therefore they start something new. So, very sad. All of that is not meditation. When there is fragmentation, it is not meditation. So sometime Rama, sometime Ishvara, sometime Durga, sometime Kali. No, that is not, that is all fragmentation. And so that is not meditation. And that is part of the habit in which there is no beauty. What is bhavana, you know? Bhavana means beauty and love. So what is beauty? For most of us, beauty is in something, in some object. Like this flask is beautiful. There is beauty in the flask. There is beauty in the table. There is beauty in the dress. So in a fashion, etc. And for some, there is beauty out in the beach. Outside in the beach it is there. In that horizon it is there. In the redwood tree it is there. Or somewhere outside it is there. Nice, it is nice. Who denies that? There is beauty. And so, then for some, there is beauty in a beautiful face. I love, because my beloved is very beautiful, whatever. There is beauty in beautiful face. And they take this to God. That's why in temples, they have recently brought this. I was a bit amazed when I heard it first. Oh, aisa bhi hota hai. Like that I was thinking. Oh, it works this way also. Interesting. So a person is working in the temple in Atlanta. He met me. Oh, I am in Atlanta temple. Oh, good, very good. What do? I do alankar of God. That is his specialty. Decorate God. And he gives a list of items to be purchased, which are very costly. He wants white flowers, yellow flowers, green flowers, red flowers, A flowers, O flowers, and then special silken cloth to be cut. He has half a dozen scissors to put. Ye kya hai bhai? What is all this? Bhagwan ka alankar karna. And all the devotees are no better. What they know about meditation? What they know about beauty? Is that not the very physical beauty? He must be imitating some of the movies that he sees. And then he provides the alankara to God. Then some smartness also in all that. This is a very funny world, crazy world. So you don't feel like saying all these things, but to make a point I am saying, it's a crazy world. This is a new trend. That is not beautiful. What alankara you do to God? A new trend. I tell you, a mind which is engaged in self-centered activity can never ever know the real beauty. The real beauty is when the mind becomes quiet and you are free from the machinations of the mind and you are one with that inner being. Discover that inner silence, abide in it. There is beauty in that meditation. And there is spiritual beauty. And there is joy in that meditation. When you understand the essence of meditation, that is the essence of meditation, the mind becomes quiet. You are free from the anatma, the body-mind. You are yourself. You abide in yourself as the true self, the pure being, the silent being, and that is the essence of meditation. You understand all that. And in that understanding, there is beauty, there is joy. Okay? That is the bhavaye dekam atmanam. And then if you entertain fragmentation in your consciousness, that is the counterpoint of it counters the meditation. It doesn't go with meditation, because there should be no fragmentation. You should not divide God into gods and goddesses. You should not divide men into caste, creed, etc. You should not divide life. You should not divide the being, you should not divide existence. All existence is one, and you are included in that one reality. Even there is no division. Subject-object division is not there. So total absence of fragmentation, all kinds of fragmentation that the mind is capable of. You dismiss all of that and abide in that pure oneness. That is meditation. That is the beauty of the meditation, that is the joy of the meditation. You see, the mind must be quiet. The mind, if you try to fit the mind into an image, the mind will be struggling. It cannot be quiet, it will be struggling. On the other hand, when there is no struggle, you need not fit the mind into any particular image or sound or whatever. Okay? Sound becomes a habit. I am not against the sound. Sound becomes a habit. And you see, it becomes a habit. I tell the same mantra, you go on repeating the mala. The other day someone wrote to me, which mala is the pious one? Rudraksha or Tulasi or Sphatika? I told, it just doesn't matter. Any mala serves the only one purpose. It will tell you how many times you have chanted the mantra. That is all the purpose. It just really doesn't matter. You look for some simple mala which fits well in your hand, and it should stay with you for a time so that you need not purchase mala again and again. That is all it matters, nothing more. I wrote like that. Two things you should take care. It doesn't become a habit, it doesn't become a technique. And don't put meditation into the framework of time. Put it into time, you lost it. Means suppose I do 108 times japam, that is time. I meditate like this, I meditate 3 months, then the kundalini will come from here to here, that is time. So don't admit the parameter of time into meditation. So, and therefore, and then don't keep a goal in meditation. If you keep a goal in meditation, then the goal is not with you now. It will come later after a process of meditation. Therefore, time has come, meditation has become a process, and you are pursuing meditation as a self-centered activity because you are trying to reach a goal. It becomes self-centered activity. My kundalini should come from here to here. Is it not self-centered activity? And self-centered activity is not meditation. So, in meditation, you just abide in your true self, which includes all. Therefore, this egocentric activity, you should not convert meditation into that. So, you have to understand meditation. It is totally different. It is of a different dimension. It is of a different quality. So it is indescribable, but still I am discussing it. How am I discussing it? I am mostly saying what is not meditation. 90% that only 10% what it is. Therefore, fragmentation should not be there in meditation. That is a revolution. That there is no fragmentation in you. That is a revolution. So, when you see how this revolution happens, when you see the danger of fragmentation, at once you become free from fragmentation. That becomes the revolution. And that is the meditation. The beauty of meditation is you abide in yourself, pure, the pure being, which is absolute, in which there are no divisions, which includes all, which excludes nothing. So that is the Atmava Idam Sarvam. That is the meditation, so in which there is no fragmentation. And fragmentation is the very anathema, the opposite of meditation. Therefore, so you have to understand, so you should not allow this fragmentation in yourself in the name of worshipping God, in the name of meditating upon God, in the name of upasana of God, etc. You should not allow fragmentation. And also you should not allow time. Time is the culprit. then it becomes a technique and it becomes a habit. Technique means habit. You got the point? Technique means habit. Suppose I say, I have the method of self-realization. Method means I have a habit. And that habit I can hand over to you. And you can hand over to somebody else. It is not the way. Okay? So, you see, you eat something and you feel satiated. Is it habit or is it instant? It is instant, it is not habit. Okay? So, suppose you are thirsty, drink some nice cool juice and you feel love, you feel joy. Is it habit or instant? It is, you have to see the difference. And so, meditation should be like, you drink juice. Meditation is like joy, an act of joy it is. And it should make your heart expand. And it should bring that spiritual beauty into you. That is meditation. And so, you should not allow conflict in meditation. There must be no conflict in meditation. Because conflict is the very root of corruption. So conflict, you check where conflict comes. Suppose you have 3 mantras to be chanted. So 1 mantra you finished. In the meanwhile, some work has come. 2 mantras you did not finish. Will there not be a conflict? There will be conflict. You have 4, 5 gods, you are giving harati. One god did not get harati properly. Is there not a conflict there? This is conflict. Conflict is corruption. There should be no conflict at all. So, you have to understand correctly so that you find out for yourself the beauty of meditation. The beauty of meditation is when there is no conflict, when there is no fragmentation, and when it is not mechanical, when it is not a routine, when it is not a habit, when it is not a belief, when it is not a technique, when it is not a method, it is your pure being, timeless. Ekamatmanam. That is when there is the beauty of meditation. And when there is the beauty of the meditation in you, then your mind will be free. You will be free anyway. The mind also becomes free. And the mind loses all its torpor, laziness, its burden of ignorance, and its burden of conditioning also it loses. It becomes very free. And such a mind is capable of discovering the truth. Again, don't contradict. You said mind cannot discover the truth. That mind is different, this mind is different. That mind is worldly mind, the thinking mind, the ignorant mind, the conditioned mind. This mind is silent, free, and not different from the Atma. That is this mind. You followed the point? So, Shankara said in one place, Shama, the mind which is in Shama, Atma Darshane Karanam. That is the word in 2nd chapter itself, it is there. Exact sentence is, Shamadamadi Sanskrutam Manaha, Atma Darshane Karanam. When the mind becomes silent and it is creative, it becomes a creative, Sanskrutam, then it becomes eligible to realize the truth of the self, which means it is not a mind anymore. It is already free from fragmentation, etc., free from conflict and all that. Shama, Shama is the inner silence. Therefore, there is no separation between Atma and mind. So, you put some conditioning, that becomes the mind. Remove the conditioning, that is the same thing is the Atma. It is wave and water. So, there is frequency, wavelength, etc. You add, it becomes wave. Take out all those things, it becomes water. Flip, flop. Therefore, that is the way you have to understand meditation. So, bhavayed ekamatmanam tam anantam ananyadhihi. So, the Atma is ananta. So, you see, in a way, you have to make the mind quiet, empty. Make the mind empty of thoughts. It's something like there is the functioning of the body, there is inhalation, exhalation, you sit alert and erect also, all that is there. And therefore, the organism is in place, breathing is happening, oxygen is being inhaled, carbon dioxide is coming out, life processes are happening. You had your breakfast, therefore some metabolism, some digestion also is going on. So all that is going on, nothing else. The mind is completely quiet. Did you understand that? That means the natural thing is happening naturally. Okay? That is the organism. And you are one with the truth. And in between the mind is just not there. That is meditation. Ekam anantam, so ananyadhi. Anya is a division. So there is no fragmentation. Fragmentation is brought in by the mind. And so you just do not allow that. You understand that fragmentation is wrong. Therefore, so there is organism. Organism is doing, it's functioning nicely. Then the mind is quiet. You see, the organism is mechanical. And the mind is also mechanical. Only gross and subtle. So the gross mechanical organism, it continues to function. The natural thing happening naturally. The subtle mechanical mind becomes quiet. Because otherwise it will make the meditation into mechanical. It will convert the meditation into mechanical. Therefore, so what you have to do is, you be a witness to the mechanism which is mechanical, witness to the organism which is mechanical, be a witness to the mind which is also mechanical. Both are mechanical except for gross subtle, and both are movements, and be a witness to that. Be free from any identification. Why should you identify with the mechanical movement? The beauty is that there is no identification, and hence it is not the job of an egotistic self. The egotistic self has completely resolved, and hence there is no fragmentation. That is the beauty of the meditation. Therefore, there is no need for the me, the small self, the egotistic self, at any time in meditation. It is not needed. And it becomes a hiccup, or it becomes an obstacle. So it is completely resolved. When mind is quiet, the ego is also quiet. You may call it Jnana Yoga, or you may call it Bhakti Yoga. Whatever name you give to it, it is the same. It is understanding, it is beauty, and it is love. And so, therefore, what you have in meditation is, there is the body without identification, there is the mind which is very quiet, and there is freedom from all kinds of identification, freedom from ego, freedom from divisions, and freedom from all of that, and there is the beauty of abiding in oneself. That is the way we can describe the meditation. You see, there is freedom. There is freedom in you only when the thought is not breeding the me, the small self, the ego. Only then there is freedom. You got it? So, it is not my meditation. It is not my sadhana. It is not my goal. The thought breeds me all the time. It converts everything into me and connects to me. Therefore, in Vedanta also, it is sadhana only, not my sadhana. Not my sadhana, your sadhana. Once you make it my sadhana, your sadhana, fragmentation, there is no beauty. It is very self-centered activity. That is how all these activities are there. When the religion starts serving the ego, that is a totally wrong direction. And it's very destructive also. It not only distortion, but also destructive. And so one should be very cautious about these things. And so, and then in meditation there is no past. Anantam, no time. Bhavayed ekam atmanam tamanantam ananyadhi. I am explaining all those words only. I am elaborating on those words. In meditation there is no past. You have to understand that. To get rid of the past, you have to understand the past. What is this past? Past is memory. The past as yesterday. And then what is today? It is the past only. The past is not only yesterday, the past is through today. And the past shapes tomorrow. You understand? Not one tomorrow. All the tomorrows, the past shapes the tomorrows. How the past shapes the tomorrows? The past shapes the tomorrows from what it was yesterday. Right? That is how the past shapes tomorrows. Of course, we are not against the chronological tomorrow or yesterday. Chronologically there was a yesterday and there will be a tomorrow. That is okay. That is not what we are saying. The past shapes tomorrows. Like suppose I say, I am the Swami, a Vedanta Guru, and I have trained a number of Shishyas, they are everywhere, and I am planning to do the same thing in America in the coming years. How is that? How does it sound? It is the past through today and shaping tomorrow. Is it not so? And is it not self-centric, egocentric? Only very spiritual ego, that's all. That's why all these things are a problem. Very tough. That's why fragmentation, egotism, self-centered activity, worldliness, you should rid of all these things. And what we do, we rid of them partly or completely in the worldly context and bring the same into the spiritual context. You got the point? It doesn't work. And the world is like that. The world plots on. It doesn't work that you and I say, but it is working the way it is working in the world. It has its own dynamism. And we have to look at it and do namaskar and go into our meditation, okay? Because it doesn't work means, I say it doesn't work, because it is not the real meditation. But the people who are managing it, they are doing quite well. They are very popular in the world also. It is quite well working for them. So in that sense it works, but in this sense it doesn't work. You see the difference between the two? Are you okay on the same page as I am? Sometimes I get that serious doubt. Therefore, now you ask a question. This mind, which is the result of the past, which moves in the past, and which shapes everything out of the past, can you become free of that mind in meditation? That is meditation. When you tell, yes, I am free of the mind in meditation, that is meditation. And then one more question, if you don't mind me asking. Can you die to the past? The psychological past. Chronologically, when you go to the doctor, you take last visit papers you take. Otherwise, he will not be able to, he has to start everything again. You take the file, okay? So I am not against that. When you sit for meditation, so can you die to the past? You die to the past and dive into the meditation. You are doing great.
Swamiji, you can only die if you die to the emotional past, that is enough.
Yeah,
You don't
that way.
have to, other things don't even come up.
Yeah, the psychological past.
Yeah, that's what, only that you have to do.
Only the me which is created out of the past. The ego sense which is created out of the past. All these things are not taken into account in propaganda. Don't you know that? In propaganda, it is one me, the self, egotistic self, imparts the technique of meditation to another me, the egotistic self. Don't you see that? That is how the propaganda works. And it doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't work means it doesn't take you anywhere. You will have the habit of meditation, as I mentioned already. Therefore, can you die to the psychological past? Only the mind, which dies to the psychological past, can come upon the true meditation. Bhavayet ekam anantam atmanam. You can come upon that meditation when you die to the psychological past, which means you die to the small self also. You have to understand all this. I am struggling to put the meditation in the perspective, and I am bringing examples from the world of meditation and the world of spiritual teachers and gurus and the spirituality that is prevalent in the society. I am bringing all those examples to make the point, and I am cursing myself why I am giving these examples in between, but again giving examples and trying to make a point. Okay? So, you have to understand all this, what I said today. You listen to it one more time, make points, and I may be going up and down, not in a very linear way. And so listen to it one more time, understand all that, and then try to meditate. Without understanding all this and keeping all the issues that I have mentioned at bay, I mean, you don't pay attention to them, and so some of those things will creep into your meditation, then it cannot be meditation. It can only be called childish imagination or daydreaming. And that is what many people do in the world. Let us conclude with that.